So, Aries, this one is for you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Tarot Lumination with your new singles mini love and relationship report. That's for you, Aries, and it's for mid-September 2017. Okay, make the best of it. Stretch it into October, obviously. Okay, so you can see we've kind of written it all out here so we can save you guys a lot of time. You can read through it as we go along, and then you can reinterpret however you want. You know the drill. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising, all of that. And squish it all together. Turn it into your own story. We're shuffling to the very last second so that you're a witness. And no flyers, no jumpers, no oracles, no reversals, nothing like that. It's just stripped down, bare bone, okay? So let's have a look. See what happens here. And we are good. All right. Now, understand that we're not fortune tellers here at Tarot Illumination, okay? We don't really know what's going on with your life and your world. You live your own life, make your own decisions. And we're reading from the perspective that we are allowing for the laws of attraction, okay? So you get back what you put out, It's all it is. It's really kind of just physics, just pure physics, all right? So who are you? And what if someone else was showing up? Who would they be? Now, this is, again, prospective energy, given that we live through something that we call time. But you are generating the energy of relationship right now, and it might be fermenting over here, and this could be what it would be like. In which case, if there's a relationship that unfolds, what would the nature of the relationship be? And what would the prospects of this relationship be should this manifest? Okay, so again, it's about your decisions. Let's just say something blossoms here and you recognize it as a potential relationship, then so be it. You still have to make decisions about what to do next. We're going to look at this card in just a second. This is the bottom card. It's going to be the energy that permeates the whole thing, and you're going to make the best of it. Okay, Aries, no matter what. Okay, now if you're very susceptible to high pressure and low pressure conditions, like low pressure, you're really depressed, high pressure, you're really happy, then you're letting the weather own you. Okay, it's important that you own the situation so that the weather doesn't own you. You're going to make the best of it, and you have the Wheel of Fortune. So Aries, it might be feeling right now as though there's kind of this roller coaster energy going on with you, and outside around you, like it's very, very hard to get your bearings, because sometimes with Wheel of Fortune energy, you don't really know if you're up or down unless you get some moment in time where you can catch your bearings. Like, oh, that's due north, that's due south. I thought that was north, and I thought that was south. Uh-oh. So you can get that feeling of going, whoa, 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 in these conditions just for now. But of course, you're not going to let that own you. You're going to hold on tight. All right, so Aries, let's have a look. By the way, with the Wheel of Fortune here, you could say that things are very fated if you want. And you could also allow at the highest levels that everything, allowing for the law of attraction, everything is exactly how it should be, even though it might be disorienting for you. Okay, Aries? So let's see what happens. What's going on with you? Okay, so in some ways you might be, while you're going through this experience right now, if you are taking some time out with yourself and you're being really true to your heart, you might be sensing that there's an awful lot of could've, would've, or should've, if only, happening in your life right now. And this could translate as a bit of sadness, or a bit of poor me. Like, how did I get in this situation where there's this whole potentially big thing happening, but it's so weird and disorienting that I don't really know how to deal with it. And the only thing I can handle right now, is being this Aries, is just to deal with the reality. And the reality for me, Aries, right now is that there are a lot of things that are leaving me feeling a bit sad inside. And I'm not, as a parent, or aware of the good stuff that's out there for me, because it's out there. Okay, Aries, it's just a question of attitude. It, in other words, this card is very much to do with the understanding that energy flows where attention goes. So if, dear Aries, all your attention is focused on the things that are right in front of you that are not working, that register into your body and mind and heart and soul as sadness and what could have been or what should have been or how things might have been or were, or where there might have been so much love but you're not feeling it anymore, and maybe you're wishing for that. But the thing is, energy flows where the attention goes. If you're focusing on all the problems, on the sadness and the loss and maybe some sorrow here, then you're missing the point, because there's still so much love out there for you, but it's kind of in the future, so to speak. Treat this as a tiny miniature Ace of Cups. It's right there. It's right in front of you. Well, just a little off to the side. So all it requires is a shift in attitude, of perception. In other words, instead of focusing on the problems, focus on the solution. The solution is always love. The answer is always love. So focus on the love as opposed to the past or what could have been or what should have been. And I'm not telling you what to do or how to do this. This is just what you're radiating, okay? So we don't know what that's going to attract over here, but if this is who you are, this is what you're radiating. It's kind of like you're missing out on what is really there for you. And so, with this energy here, if it's like if you don't grab it, it's a sad loss, because you just be left with, what's not really working, what's not leaving you happy. Let's have a look at a potential other here. Okay, so Aries, you might be in a situation where you're really feeling the singlehood right now, where it's like, because if you're attracting this energy towards you, the Six of Swords, you might be attracting someone who is like, they're also not exactly, if you think of this as reflection, in other words, you're getting a sort of an odd reflection back of yourself here. You might be like, if this single person showed up in your life, it would be the energy of someone who's actually a bit, they're kind of involved in their own issues right now, and they're trying to move on inside of themselves, kind of in a way that you're trying to figure out what's going on with you. And so there might be a degree of incompatibility here in some ways, where this potential other party here may have all the best of intentions to move away from things that are just not working for them, because they want what works. They might have been living through a decade of grief and misery and suffering, which would be sort of their version of your Three of Cups over here, and emotional turmoil and turbulence that they're just over with. It's done. We don't need that anymore. You would be attracting someone else who's possibly very interested in moving on into a new life, starting a new life that is much more peaceful, full of love, and a much more sensible way of living and working based on new perceptions, new attitudes, new codes, new forms of self-conditioning, bringing all the good stuff with them that they know that works, and leaving anything and everything behind that doesn't work, the redundant stuff, and just move on. Just pack up and move on. You might be attracting someone who is in a very much a journey mode, who is very determined to move on into a higher place, a newer, better place in their own life, and leaving an awful lot behind. Okay, so we don't know how that works for you. Let's have a look. What would happen in the context of the relationship? The relationship, the nature itself, would be a work in progress, because if something like this did manifest, it's a lot of opportunity of mutual appreciation, where you could actually be very, very supportive for each other to get out of your own dilemmas, okay? And seize the moment, seize this opportunity as a great opportunity to start from scratch, and new beginnings, new changes of attitude for you, new beginnings, and a new life of peace and love unfolding for the other, in the context of a relationship where both parties really highly appreciate and value each other, okay, in a way that's effective and workable. It's like having a really good teammate, being really, really good mates for each other. like being a team, literally being a team. It isn't such sort of lovey-dovey. It's really, we're really good as a team together. Okay. And what would be the prospects? Okay. It would be a lot of healing. So Aries, this might be really beautiful for you. This is a possibility, like if something like this does show up in your life, according to the laws of attraction, this could be really, really good news for you, where you have a chance to work on yourself in a team with another who's also working on themselves in such a way that it turns into very much a relationship about love and healing, but in ways that are very, very practical, very well thought out, very methodical, very systematic, like a form of craftsmanship, where you literally turn it into a craft. You turn it into a daily practice. Uh, we are loving, we are loved. We love each other. Each of us loves the other. Thank you very much. It's that kind of energy. It's almost like dear Taurus would be saying, we have to teach ourselves and each other. I am very good to you. I am very good for you. You are very good to me. You are very good for me. We are very good for each other. We are very good to each other. Let us not forget. Okay, let's make that our code of practice. Let's carve that in stone here. And this could be very, very healing, very, very beautiful healing for both of us. You see this beautiful, tiny, microscopic miniature here? You probably can't see it, but it's like the little Six of Cups energy, like soulmates who have a chance to reconnect and be soulmates together and heal each other through the context of a relationship. It's very beautiful, potentially very beautiful for you, Aries. Thank you so much. I don't want to take any more of your time. Make the best of it. You know what to do. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for visiting Tarot Illumination. Bye.